Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Crouch. Oh, he's going to take it. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. General West. 60 Pittsburgh. Check 52. Now.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. He'll have a first down past the 40. And the cutback to the sideline. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Geis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Thorpe. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
45.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Thorpe finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On the set. Pro team spill. Deep grip.
Throwing on 1st down. Crouch. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back, and there he is.
And he's got the hook up to Landry.
Complete to Jarvis Landry. It's a gain of 6.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Mike, check, 59. Yeah. Christian, Travis. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
59, Mike. 59.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Crouch. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Quick slant there gets him the first down. 6 yards on the play.
Down. 90 Wolf. 6'6", bullet high.
Set the tone, defense.
Ready?
On 1st and 10. Crouch gets it to Gordon. 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Let's go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
8 read. 80 weapon. Hey, Wahoo.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Hey, Sue.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
From the gun, Crouch to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
43 is the Mike.
Ready, hit it.
2nd and 5. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Denzel Perryman. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Crouch. And it's caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker.
X3, 218, chop.
On 4th down, Crouch forced under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On 1st down, Crouch. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Go. Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 1st down. Crouch. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
You draw quarters. Snap.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Let's go, one more.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on 3rd down. Crouch. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the Chargers punter now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Go, go.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go.
Please dribble. Please dribble.
Operating from the gun. Thorpe. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? Well, we're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Geis. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
64,
now a run with Geis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Again, Geis. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the pop.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Crouch. Able to get this to Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. On 1st and 10. Crouch. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Crouch. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
On the ready.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the slant.
80 weapons.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 3 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
He gets it in the hands of Geis. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Look at me. Go, fight.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Shotgun handoff now to Geis, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Thorpe nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Grant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
91. Hey, Foxtrot.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get them home.
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Thorpe. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Ready? 8-3. Bravo.
Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun, Crouch. And it's complete. Henry. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go now. 30 base. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Let's go.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Crouch. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Looking to throw. Crouch. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there of 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine, and I hate that.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Escaping the pressure right.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Crouch going deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
On the set.
57 to Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Operating from the gun. Thorpe. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
61, matchbox right.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Crouch. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A big play there for L.A. 71 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Crouch. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Here we go.
You go. 50, plant. Look, squeeze. Shoot.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
He's coming. We got double up.
Ready.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Matt Hawk now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Off the play fake. Crouch. He sets to fire into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
6-6, hold high. Go, Jackrabbit, come on, lead them.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami.